For the past few trading days, people have been hoping, expecting for some reason that Mark Zuckerberg is going to relent and spend less on the metaverse than he's promised us that he's going to spend. Why do you think he's going to do that?
Okay, I still think 2023 is the year that Mark Zuckerberg will deprioritize his metaverse dreams, because I don't think we're going to get any major admission of failure or there's going to be a major contraction in spending. And remember, in 2022, Meta's Reality Labs is on track to lose $13 billion. And yes, today, Andrew Bosworth, their CTO, posted how it will still have spending around 18 to 20%. But I think this is a huge tell, because up until this point, there's never been a cap placed on the percentage of spending. It was still basically a blank check. This is the first time you are seeing some kind of admission that there is a limit to how much they will spend.
But
another thing.
But didn't they say we're going to spend before? They said we're going to spend about the same amount in 23 as we spent before. And here they are just reiterating that again. Now, I know Facebook has this history of sandbagging and then being able to pull back on expenses when they really have to. But isn't there the chance that the only thing that really gets them to do that is a huge economic deterioration, which ends up taking the stock price down further anyway?
No, I think you need to read into what Boz said when he said futuristic technologies, because another big part of that is actually around AI content discovery, AI-driven content discovery, the same way a TikTok will recommend accounts that you don't necessarily follow. This is core to their core business, and this is something that does fall under, from the research side, the futuristic technologies and Reality Labs. And I think that is an admission that Facebook is still ready to focus on the core technologies, because again, Elon Musk has opened the door, and I don't think Mark Zuckerberg is going to not take the opportunity, because no longer is the Facebook empire the bad guys on the front page. Now, suddenly, every advertiser who's had any concern around content moderation, they see it can be a lot worse. And there is still Meta that has a very professionally run ad organization. And I think that they are making the moves that they need to actually stabilize themselves into 2023. I do agree.
Okay.
All Mark Zuckerberg has to utter are the words refocus on the core. Just signal that, utter that a little bit, and investors will come rushing back.
Boy, I mean, you're saying that's all he has to do, but he hasn't done it quite yet, Ranjan. I want to switch gears from growing costs to growing revenues. I want to talk about Instagram and Reels. A lot of promise there when it comes to potentially competing with TikTok. But I'm looking at your notes. You think a TikTok spinoff would be a tailwind for Meta. And I'm just really confused. I mean, in the past, when we saw TikTok possibly spun off, we saw companies like Oracle and Walmart being very interested in possibly acquiring or partnering there. Wouldn't that just increase competition, have very competent, big-name players like that entering the same space as Meta with Reels?
Okay, so TikTok potentially being spun off, I think this is very important, because it cannot simply be spun out without any major significant hampering to the business and the product. Remember, every bit of reporting that's come out tells us that TikTok is, inextricably linked to the parent company ByteDance. That's at the algorithmic level. That's at the infrastructural level. Even if a Disney or Oracle or whatever buyer comes in, you're not going to just simply spin out the company. And ByteDance itself, let's not forget, is in a bit of a precarious situation. They're kind of the poster child for, big hedge fund funded private company. They were at a $400 billion valuation, and that's investors can't even get out at $240 billion. So it's not going to be a simple thing. And we've seen how strong Reels is as a product already.
Okay. So also, I got to mention TikTok burned through a lot of cash. So any big company buying that is going to be buying something that burns up profits. And in this market, maybe that's not so popular. But what about Snap? Snap is not doing great. It's at about $8.20 a share, $8.20 a share right here. Is all of this turmoil good for Snap, given its relative safety argument that Evan Spiegel's been making for years?
Yeah, I think Snap is incredibly well positioned, because Snap also owns the same demographic as TikTok, Gen Z. Snap's users 18 to 25 as the majority, also a very lucrative target audience for advertisers and the ones who are defining the future of how products are used. So yeah, I think Snap is very well positioned. I think Meta is very well positioned. I think 2023, I will predict there will be significant action taken, because you just cannot have an issue. It's the only bipartisan issue that TikTok having some major change in the way it operates in the United States is going to happen. And I agree, Snap and Meta are going to be the two main benefactors.